Hello brothers and mothers. I am 50% sure you're having a great day. How to win an argument every time. According to science, arguments can be frustrating if you're not naturally good at debating. You know you're right, but how can you convince someone who disagrees with you? Here are some tried and tested methods to put your arguments across. How to engage your opponent in a discussion. Show that you're interested in having a two-way discussion rather than giving a lecture, and you will ensure that they also will be open to listening to your ideas. Number 1. Ask them to explain their thoughts first. Hostage crisis techniques illustrate that to gain trust and build rapport, you need to hear out what the other person thinks without interrupting or disagreeing. For example, ask open-ended questions such as, what makes you think that we won't colonize Mars? Or why do you believe that? Number 2, make direct eye contact while you listen. This has been shown to make the speaker's argument less persuasive, which makes your opinions look strong. Number 3, reiterate what you understand from what they have said. Repeating an argument back at the speaker can develop trust by proving that you're listening. Paraphrase what you understand. For example, so you're suggesting that we can't colonize Mars because there's no surface water and there's deadly radiation? Number 4, acknowledge what you can relate to and why. Building a rapport with your opponent can encourage them to see things from your point of view. For example, you've made a very good point. I agree that the issue of radiation makes the colonization of Mars much more difficult, but how to present your point of view. Now that you've heard out your opponent and asked some challenging questions, present your point of view. Number 1, know your facts thoroughly. Our opinions often feel logical and straightforward until we're asked to explain them. The phenomenon of illusion of explanatory depth has been used to show that people think they understand their own arguments much better than they really do. Number 2, demonstrate that other people agree. Psychology professor Robert Cialdini calls this social proof, and it works by showing that the opponent's peers agree with the statement. Number 3, soften the tone of your argument by using hedges. Phrases that indicate a degree of uncertainty make you seem more interested in finding the truth than winning the argument. Number 4, end your sentences with verbal affirmations such as isn't it? Or wouldn't you? By prompting your opponent to agree with you on small details, you can start to win them over. How to get agreement. There are a few tricks to get your opponent on board with your point of view. Number 1, dazzle your opponent with extreme agreement. Instead of attacking someone's ideas, try taking your opponent's most basic beliefs and developing them into an absurd conclusion. For example, would you be 100% confident that we could never ever colonize Mars, even with all the great minds in the world working on it? Number 2, flag your opponent's dangerous beliefs. Awareness of risks has been shown to have a positive effect on neutralizing your opponent. For example, if we assume it's impossible, we might not even try to find out how to colonize Mars. If something would happen to endanger our existence on Earth, where would we go? Number 3, identify the shared ground between you and give genuine praise. Creating a positive environment of mutual liking can improve your power to convince. For example, it's great that we agree on the need for solution in the eventuality that Earth's existence is endangered. What pitfalls to avoid? It's easy to get emotional and caught up in the argument, which can cause your opponent to attack back and refuse to budge. Number 1, watch your posture. The most effective posture to make your argument is with your feet together and palms down, or letting your hands move with the words. Number 2, don't get nasty. Validate your opponent's self-worth by being nice to them so that they will be more receptive to information that challenges their beliefs, say psychology professor Peter Ditto. Number 3, avoid using too many facts. People think emotionally, so moral intuitions often weigh stronger than factual accuracy, said psychologist Matthew Feinberg. A well-thought-out argument is a great way to develop ideas and ensure that all sides have a voice. If your points are sound and you know how to make them, there's no reason you won't end up victorious. If you like this video and want more informational videos, then please subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a good day.